What is going on, guys? My name is Drakesy and welcome back to episode 19 of the Manchester United career mode on Soccer Manager. If you've not watched the previous episodes, be sure to go and check them out. But if you have, welcome back, and I'm sure you are one of the guys that has been watching it consistently, and if you are, thank you dearly so much, guys. Honestly, you make my day watching these videos consistently, and honestly, this is the best series on my channel today, so I'm going to definitely carry on with it. I'm so up for it today, guys. I've got my replica 06-07 away jersey from Manchester United on today. I'm going to flash up an image of one of those jerseys up on screen, just so you can see which it is, like this one. So yeah, that is the jersey I've got on. But without any further ado, let's get into what we cover at the beginning of every episode, which is your guys' comments. We have 4 comments to start off with that I picked out and I feel like are the best comments that I've seen in the comment section below to cover. And the first comment comes in from the user Berat, and as you can see, his last name is honestly unfathomable for me to say, so I wish you'd stop commenting because I can't say that last name. I am only messing, seriously, it's not a problem, keep on commenting. For now, we will just call you Berat though, and as we can see, he's put a particularly long comment. He said, "Hey there my friend, I like all your videos, thank you very much, it means a lot to me." And then he's put underneath, "Never use very attacking mentality in the big games." We can agree with that after what happened in episode 13, where we had a really bad episode. So yeah, thank you very much for advising that. And then he said, "Use fast tempo with a normal mentality." We will be picking up on that and we will be doing that. He speaks on a bit more and he says maybe in the smaller kind of games you can use the attacking mentality, not the very attacking one though. With the fast tempo. So we're definitely going to take that on board. And he's also recommended a formation for us. He recommended using the 4-3-3-B formation. So yeah, we are definitely going to pick up on that. And those 2 games were from episode 13 that he mentioned, Leicester and Hull, where we only managed a draw and a loss. So yeah, very bad episode. And then his hashtag Come On United. So thank you very much. That is what we want to be seeing. But the comment that he did say that we want to pick up on there is he talked about that 4-3-3-B formation. Now, believe it or not, he wasn't the only person to put in that comment. Another person under the user of Extreme Gamer, he also put in the comment, as you can see on your screen, and he said try the 4-3-3 formation, it's very effective. So that's 2 comments that have now said let's use the 4-3-3 formation. Let's get into it, let's change up the team. So as we can see, we have in fact changed up the team to the 4-3-3-B formation. I'll quickly show you that. As we can see, we've decided to pick it. This is the formation we're going to be running with for the next game coming up. We'll see how it does. If it does well, then we'll try and stick with it. There is another formation we will try for the second game in this episode, but depending on how the formations do, we'll stick with one of the 2 after this for a few games. So formations, you know, I think we'll be cracking on and cracking down to which formation we like the most after this episode. So from now on, we're going to stick with this. As you can see, we've gone for a very nice looking team. We've got Ibrahimovic on the bench that we can bring on if we need to. But yeah, this is the formation side of things covered. So now we're going to move on to player suggestions. Now, player suggestions is something that you guys consistently do and I love it to bits. Some of the players that you bring up are fantastic and perfect players that will fit perfect into the squad. So the first player recommended to us was from Evie Wills, and as you can see, they put in the suggestion to buy Kelechi Iheanacho. Now, I know Man City are our rivals, and about 2 episodes ago I did say I refuse to do any business with Liverpool because they're our rivals. But in my opinion, Liverpool are our big rivals who I really do detest because I've been brought up to detest them. But Man City are kind of not, in my eyes for some reason, I don't see them as that bad. You know, when I'm building teams on Ultimate Team, I refuse to use any Liverpool players, but I will use Man City players. So I don't know, in my head, it's Man City have just never seemed like the big rivals. Liverpool have always been the big ones that were kind of our villains. So yeah, in my eyes, I really have no problem trying to go in for Iheanacho. On the other side though, Man City might not like us going in for him, so they might refuse us to try and buy them. This one is such an odd suggestion, but I kind of like it. It's kind of under the radar, kind of a player that you would never think of buying, but could be a perfect backup goalkeeper. This comment comes in from the Trading Card Review channel, as we can see his comment here. He put in the suggestion, not the offer, but he put in the suggestion of getting the goalkeeper Darren Randolph of West Ham. Now it's such an odd one and you would never think of doing it, but as a backup goalkeeper, this guy could have potential. He believed in it so much, this commenter as well, he put it twice on 2 different videos. So, you know, that's commitment right there, saying the same suggestion twice. So, yeah, what we're going to go ahead and do is stick Randolph onto the shortlist, and potentially if we're looking for a good backup goalkeeper, we have got this guy lined up and ready. But that so far is the wrap up of all your comments that I think I should have covered. Thank you very much. If you have any more comments, get them down in the comment section below and we will be sure to cover them. Not next episode, because what I do is I record this episode, reply to your comments, record the next episode right after I've recorded this one. You reply to comments and then I cover them in the next one, if that makes any sense. So yeah, your comments will be covered in episode 21. So yeah, get them down below and we will make sure to read them. In the meantime though, new facilities are available for us, so we'll just go and check them out. So as we can see, a lot of our money was put into upgrading our certain, I think it was youth academies that we upgraded. No, we didn't. I think we upgraded our medical centre and scouting network. Yeah, so as we can see, those have gone up. It's fantastic to see that they've leveled up. Yeah, so all good round the stadium at the moment. Good vibes. The first round of games are in, and as you can see, we're not playing today, but our big rivals, City at the top of the table are. Liverpool, I think, are up near the top of the table. Fingers crossed they don't get big wins. Oh, Liverpool win 3-1, and Hull did a pretty decent performance, managing to get 2 against Man City. But apart from that, nothing outstanding. Apart from, oh my god, I've only just seen that, Southampton 5-1 against Leicester, the champions. So as you can see, the big match is riling up. I didn't even know it was coming, but it's actually Arsenal. Arsenal, I think, are the place below us in the table. Let's quickly check that. We are just going to check that as yeah. So as we can see, if we lose to Arsenal today, we drop out of the top 4. So it's essential for a draw. If we can get a draw, that's decent, but we are going to go for the full 3 points. So yeah, getting back to this, the media sports journalists have come up to us and they've actually said both clubs and fans are up for it. It's going to be a big game. What's your opinion? How do you think the game will go? Our opinion, I've read through the replies that we can give. My honest opinion is probably this one. If we can focus on our game plan, play as well as we can, I think we can do very well. So I agree to that. Let's click onto it and let's get on to the big match against Arsenal. Another big match in the Premier League today as well, Chelsea versus Tottenham. So 4 of the top 5 teams are playing today alone. That's going to be a massively Super Sunday indeed. As you can see, they're giving us the rundown on the Arsenal team as per usual, as it always does. We're playing at Old Trafford, so we might have that home advantage. They have actually got the better form in the last 5 games. Alexis Sanchez, look at some of them stats. 94 rated, that guy is. Appearances 27, 15 goals, 6 assists, 4 man of the matches. Then they've got Mesut Ozil, another 94 rated player. Santi Cazorla, 92 rated. And Laurent Koscielny, 92. It's going to be a hard game, guys. So guys, listening to your comments, we have altered the team instructions. We've gone for a normal mentality, a fast-paced tempo, and the 4-3-3 formation. So this was the comment that came in from the user Barat. So depending on how this game goes, it kind of lies on the shoulders of this comment. Fingers crossed we can get a big win. I'm hoping for a really big win. We can do it, guys. Come on. Believe in United. They're lining up with a very strong team indeed. They've got Cech, Monreal. I think that's Gabriel, but he goes by his last name, Paulista. As we can see, Mertesacker and Bellerin. So they kind of got a slow defence with Mertesacker in there. No Koscielny, I don't know where Koscielny is. They got Santi Cazorla and Ramsey, 2 particularly creative midfielders, kind of sitting back in the CDM role. So potentially that's good for us on a defensive standpoint of things. Then they go unreal. They've got Sanchez and Ozil in the attacking standpoint. Theo Walcott up top, that's kind of a debatable topic, whether he should be up top. And then they've got Xhaka kind of out on the wing, and you would expect him to kind of be where Santi Cazorla is. You would expect them two to swap positions, but hey, let's see how the match gets on. So the match has kicked off between Arsenal and United. It's looking tasty indeed already. We've had one shot on target compared to their none. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, I thought that was going to be a goal then. Nice safe hands by De Gea. They're on another attack. Xhaka crosses in a ball, but De Gea is there to stop it. De Gea, man of the match, definitely so far. So as you can see, coming in at half-time, we're looking kind of depleted, but we've managed to hold off that 0-0 so far. Literally, we are holding it off at this point. I can't really think of taking anybody off just yet. I'm going to keep the same lineup, and then depending on if we score or they score, we'll move on from there and do the tactics. So far, kind of a boring game, and Arsenal are somewhat dominating us. As you can see, we're going to kick off for the second half. Pogba and Morata, come on. Have a nice simple kick off. So literally, because I've got it on 30 speed, it goes so quick, guys, literally. I was trying to click the pause button as quick as I could, but as you can see, it's come up to the 85th minute and we're going to make some substitutions. Just to kind of pull out the game, fingers crossed it doesn't lead to an accidental slipping of a goal, but we'll have to see how we do. Okay guys, so my dad did just in fact ring me and I've had to go and take that phone call, so I've actually been away for about 40 minutes from the recording. But I've come back to the recording, fingers crossed I can remember where I'm up to. Yeah, so we were doing the substitutions, I believe. I can't remember if I went over them, but these are the substitutions I've chosen to do. I'm going to bring on Martial, Herrera and Schneiderlin. Fingers crossed they can put in a good performance. Bringing off Carrick, Morata and Thiago. Literally, there's 5 minutes left, so all these guys need to do, when they're subbed on, is just bring out the game to a close. Right, so the substitutions are happening, as we can see. And the match is underway. It's a Mkhitaryan attack. If we can pull a win. Oh, nearly then. We managed to potentially pull a last minute win, but we didn't. And as we can see, David De Gea managed to get man of the match. Very well deserved, because in the first half, I believe that Arsenal had about 3 or 2 attempts on an open goal, and David De Gea stepped up and saved it for us. So fantastic work from him there. So as we can see, other results from the day, even though we only pulled a draw, Tottenham got a win and Chelsea lost. So if we jump to the table quickly now, we can see that Tottenham and Man City are pushing up above the rest of us. Chelsea's not far off. Chelsea's within reachable distance if they lose the next game and we win. But fingers crossed we can just carry on as we are doing and getting further up that table. So as we can see, our next match up is against Saint Etienne in the Europa League. So it looks like it could be a potentially easier match than the rest of them, but we're not going to take it lightly, and we definitely need to push for the win. The kind of weird thing in real life is that Manchester United have in fact drawn Saint Etienne in real life. And that match is still yet to be played in real life, but fingers crossed we can play it out and get a good win. We're going to be playing at their stadium, as we can see. Is that the Joffrey? I'm not going to try and say that last bit, but as we can see, we'll call it the Joffrey Stadium. And as we can see, we've got Perrin for them, who's managed to get 8 goals, 10 assists in 28 appearances. Quite mad when you actually realise that he's a defensive player. He's kind of a centre-back, a right-back or a CDM. So for that, he's got some pretty good stats. And then other players are Stéphane Ruffier, I don't know how to say his name. And then some other pretty good players in there. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick the team now. So although we did just run with this formation and we did not lose, what we're going to go ahead and do is try out a second formation this episode, just to try things out and see how it works out. Now, it could be a bit of a risky one to do, but seeing as though we're against a weaker opponent, the formation that was put in by Mikel Crossman, as I can show that comment here, he put down the idea of using a 3-4-3 formation, using Shaw at the left mid position and then Darmian at the right mid position. So we're kind of playing with wing backs on the wings and then 3 centre backs in the middle. As we can see, this is the lineup we're going for against Saint Etienne. It was took from the comment of Mikel Crossman. As you can see, we've got Shaw out at the the left mid position. We've got Darmian out at the right mid. We've got 3 centre backs and we're pushing them all back because we don't want them to pull up and then be left exposed. We've also got Thiago pushing up the pitch, and then we've got Morata, Mata and Ibrahimovic up top. Herrera wasn't really played last episode, I don't think, so we're going to try and get him in for a few games now. And the instructions that we have on are the mentality attacking, and then as we can see, we're going for a fast-paced tempo. And the match is about to kick off any minute now. It has kicked off. So we are looking for a win today, but if we don't get one, then it's not entirely the end of everything. to not get a win in the Europa isn't going to ruin our chances of anything, but it would be good if we can get one. It's looking like an attack for, is that United? Oh no, it's an attack on, oh yeah, it is an attack on our behalf. I couldn't tell which side of the pitch we were on then, but yeah, Ruffier manages to make a save from a Zlatan chance. So as you can see, at half-time, we're going to make the substitutions of Morata solely because of a fitness reason. He's not looking too good on the fitness. He's down to 82, as we can see here. So we're going to sub him on for Rooney. And for a more attacking prowess kind of style of player, we're going to bring on Pogba for Thiago because he's not done too much in the match so far. As we can see, it's an attack on our behalf. Mata crossing it on through to Darmian. Darmian running into the box. Crossed it through to Pogba. And the man that we've just subbed on manages to get a goal. I could tell that bringing on a player who was an attacking style player was going to get us a goal. Luke Shaw on the other side now. Doing a little ball into Rooney, I think that was. And Mata, I thought, got his header on that then. But Ruffier is there to save it. Looks like it's going to probably be the last attack of the game. Darmian weaving in once again into the box and into Rooney, the second substitution that we brought on. That is some good man management. We brought on 2 players and both substitutions have just scored in the game. That is a real game changer. And as we can see, the match comes to a close and Steven Ruffier manages to somehow get the man of the match, but we managed to get 2 goals from our 2 substitutions. What more can you ask for? That's fantastic stuff. Kind of dominated the match as well, but what a good way to end. Other results, as we can see, are kind of expected ones. Arsenal drew Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich smashed them. Sadly, Ajax beat Leicester. You know, it's all the expected results. And then from our look, just having a look, you can have a look through these if you pause your screen now. But yeah, we're going to skip on from here. Just a quick one, as we can see, Kieran O'Hara has gone up from a 70 to a 71. That's not very interesting, but yeah, just in case you want to know. And as you can see, we've come round to the next week of Premier League fixtures. I'm going to guess for a Chelsea win, that's the one that we're looking at. Oh my gosh, Chelsea have dropped points again, guys. Chelsea have managed to drop points, a 1-0 result to Arsenal. That sets us up ready for the next episode. When we come up against our next opponent, we've got to go for that win. And I think if we do, we will overtake Chelsea in the table. Let's just have a quick check. Yes. So if we manage to get a win next episode, we will lap Chelsea in games played and then points overall. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It has been a bit disjointed because I had to take a break out to have a speak to my dad on the phone. It kind of disjointed me. I kind of forgot where we were up to. But I think I managed to wrap it up. We managed to get that 2-0 win, and that is what is important. So we might try and stick with this 3-4-3 formation, swapping between this and the 4-3-3. So we'll, depending on the matches, we'll swap it up. But yeah, thank you very much for your suggestions. If you want to say anything or let anything be known, get it in the comment section below. But for now, this is all. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Drakesy, and see you in a bit, guys.